leaders, Mrs. Boama, and all, trying to recollect some of the things that you've gone through. But God has been so faithful, and you have chalked 25 years, which marks your silver jubilee. If you were a young lady, I feel now Bible life. Somebody say amen. Because 25 years as a lady, that is the beginning of things. Silver is a metal that is strong. So it's your strength and God's grace that have brought you this far. And it's very durable. So you've started well, and we trust God that you will also be doing better and be doing well as the year goes by. But let me come to one of the most important things that the church should take pride in, and has been there before even creation. You know, in fact, it is the only thing that we do here that we may be doing when we get to heaven. All the professions and all the things that we've been doing, all those things, we may leave them here. But it's one thing that is being done in heaven. In Revelations 5, 8, and 9, my Bible says, you didn't give me time. My Bible tells me, and when he has taken the book, verse 15, they sang. Singing was part of Israel's formal worship in both the tabernacle and then in the temple. 1 Chronicles 6:31. And these are they which David set over the service of songs in the house of the Lord. After that, the ark had rest. And when you begin to read from 1 Chronicles chapter 6, from the verse 1 to the verse 30, it was just mentioning people's names, singing and doing songs in the tabernacle. And Psalms also bear rich testimony, that is joy and sorrow. So when we do these things, we are praising, we are thanking God, we are honoring him, and we are showing reverence for who he is as our God. Early in Israel history, women are singled out as singers. When Moses and the sons of Israel sang the song of Moses after Exodus, Miriam is singled out. So in Exodus chapter 15, verse 11, there is this song that we used to sing. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like unto thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praise, doing wonders? They are all songs that women led of the Philistines, that the women came out of all the cities of Israel singing and dancing. So music and singing and dancing is characterized Let me read it. Psalm 139, verse 5 to 13. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thy hands upon me. The hands of the Lord, he said, is upon me. So it means that he is protected. If we are in the hands of the Lord, it means that you have sure protection. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it. Whether shall I go from the Spirit, or whether shall I flee from thy presence? If I send up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my cast over upon her fair neck, I will make Ephraim to ride. Judah shall plow, and Jacob shall break his clods. The Bible is saying that Ephraim, which means fruitfulness, he shall tread corn. He will enjoy. You know, the Bible says, don't muzzle the ox that treads the corn. In those days, they used the cows or the cattle to, pull the grains of corn. Shall plow. Before you can have this grain, you need to plant. sing unto the Lord. So the first thing we should note is that music in the church is first and principally directed towards God before any other thing. Music is made first of all to the Lord and only secondary to each other. Music should communicate and express a sense of earnest and wonder in the presence of God. It should lead our thoughts towards God. Any music. Finally, I want to talk about two practical things that I've experienced in my life. The first one I've experienced it, and the one I read, and then I'm done. There is this story I read about a woman, a single parent woman, who was in a critical condition. She wanted to give up in life and he wanted to commit suicide. So the daughter. So one morning he switched on in the developed world, their gas is like the way we had our water systems. So he switched off persecution. To spy on us and so that they can deal with us, started weeping. And then he wept for some time and he knelt down and he lifted his hands. I want to become a Christian. And then he got saved in God. Music is very, very important. And I trust that God have brought us this far.
Reverend Love Kojo Anan's wife is here. Mama, if you are here, please give us a wave. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Now we want to see how it all started 25 years ago when Bishop inducted or ordained this ministry that because of them, you and I are here tonight. Right after that, we will start enjoying the choral temple choir. We would like you to please how it all started, a documentary video. Thank you.
Taught songs and led the choir to minister at all church programs and honored invitations for programs outside the church. The choir and church management in 2002 of Mr. Kweku Yeboah, a professional musician, to assist her. Out of passion for souls, Mrs. Boama moved to assist her brother in Christian ministry, leaving Mr. Yeboah, who took up the responsibility and professionally nurtured the choir until November 2022. The choir is currently handled by Mr. Kweku Danso and Mr. Nana Forson, with technical assistance word. In the year Perez Temple Choir. We also thank our Archbishop Charles Ajinasare for consistently being obedient to the voice of God, and I do not take lightly the privilege to have the support and encouragement of our Mama, Reverend Mrs. Vivian Ajinasare, and our pastor in charge of the music department, Reverend Mrs. Millicent Mensah. We appreciate all directors, presidents, executives,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's give another clap offering unto the Lord. So the temple choir, as Archbishop said, is a pace-setting choir, and we are very proud of the choir. I got involved with the choir just about 2 months ago, and I've fallen in love so much with them as I can't wait to see what their anniversary, what they want to do is to have the composers of the songs that they are singing. It's a wonderful work, isn't it? It sounds like a great, and of course he's great, a great white classical composer who composed it, but it's a Ghanaian who composed this song. So it's wonderful to have the composer himself conduct the song on the 25th anniversary of the Perez Temple Choir. Israel, which I wrote, but Brother James is going to conduct still. Thank you. We are having fun here and you are also enjoying it there. Do you know when Maestro James came to lower the microphone for our sister to sing, he didn't want to offend her, so he said, I am not lowering it because you are short, but because you are cute. That's nice. So the next song is Otina Hingwem. which I also wrote. And now we will leave the choir alone to perform whilst we sit down and also enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do it for them again. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to introduce the instrumentalist while our choristers sit down. On my far left is one of the greatest trumpeters that this country, Ghana Immigration Service and the Harmonious Chorale. Then we have Mr. Johnny Ayakwa, who is with
A round of applause for them. Let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them.
Saberi May, Domberry May, look for Jesus,
Come, missing you more, come, missing you more.
Saberi May, Domberry May, look for Jesus,
Come, missing you more, come, missing you more.
Documentary, we all have. Please wave at me. If you don't have it here, we will come to you later. We will come to you, take your name and number. 500 cedis and above, please. Anyone to help us purchase. We want to let us know that this is a fertile ground. This is a fertile ground. When you sow, you will definitely reap it. 500 cedis and above. 500 cedis and above. $1,000 cedis, 2,000, 5,000 cedis.